Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, Beard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 17. Mike 17. And we have you on the edges.
They begin with a quick throw out left. And he goes out right around the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw. Holt locates Mooney on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, Beard, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Back to throw again. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Mike 17.
Up the middle they go. Beer. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Holt. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be. First and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground with Bush. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Beard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Off play action. Holt. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. To throw on 2nd down. Holt. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Oh, look at this play call. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week one. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will... Here's Presley Harvin now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Holt, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Holt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Holt. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Holt. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears now ready to take over again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds.
Come on, set, Cougar 19.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Beard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, Beard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Holt got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. On 1st and 10, Holt. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Beard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. On 1st down, Beard. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Holt. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Holt. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go,
Now he'll try to run with this. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Cup 19. Ready.
Off the play fake. Holt. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room.
Under pressure, they got him again. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mike 17, Mike 17. Come this way, come this way.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the gun on 3rd down. Holt, throw left side complete. That's Stevens. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mike 17. Mike 17. What we got? What we got?
Off play action. Holt. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Watch the out. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Holt. He finds his man complete. It's Stevens. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next.
Touchdown! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Detroit, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the... Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Holt. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there. And it's 3rd down. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
To throw on 3rd down, Holt. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
They'll run on 1st down. Beard. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Bears had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Beard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, Holt. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading on to the... Throwing to start the drive. Holt. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Holt. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Holt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Beard. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Beard. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Holt. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. Beard. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Beer works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Off the bootleg. Holt. On the right side, caught by Green. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Rolling to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Stevens. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Come on. Hey, Cougar 19 Lions.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Check it, hot read. Switch it.
Hawk 70.
On 1st down, Holt. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 2nd down now, Beard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. 2:16 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Strong right. Hey, 4 down.
18 Rattler.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
There you go.
Off play action. Holt. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. His throw incomplete. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Green, and now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and so this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Panthers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston.